Brand new day. This is the brand new edition of the Rundown with Ramon. Glad you decided to join me today. We have a lot in store for you today. If you're just joining me, thanks for being here. If your day has been not so great, well, I'm glad I can be a part of the Rundown with Ramon with you today to help make your day just a little bit better. If your day's been going fantastically blessed and great, well, I hope I can join you in having a fantastically blessed, great day today. And I'm glad you're here. Whether your life has been easy, you know, your week ahead, your last few days behind you has not been so great. Maybe, just maybe, looking forward at the next few days ahead, it can be just a little bit better for you. I'm glad you're here. My name is Ramon Ray, started 5 companies, sold 3 companies, authored 5 books. My whole passion is small business success and helping you start or grow your business, and or maybe it's just living your best life. We got a lot in store for you today on today's fresh, brand new episode of the Rundown with Ramon, which includes how to master business growth on a shoestring budget, how that budget helps or not helps on a shoestring budget. 6 women business owners share the moment they knew they made it. 3 keys to ensuring your technology scales with your business. 14 must-try AI social media content creation tools that you need to know about. Redefining wealth. What does wealth actually mean to you? We're going to touch on this important thing from our friends at Content Marketing Institute, talking about should your brand shout its AI and marketing plan to the world or not. Brains talks about health is more than nutrition and fitness alone. And in fact, 9 effective virtual networking strategies that you can use, and how leaders can be vulnerable on social media without being TMI overshares. TMI is, what is that, too much? TMI, blanking out what it stands for. But glad you're here today. This is a brand new edition of the Rundown with Ramon. So I hope you're ready. Get ready for a show that's going to impact you, which we try to do, and hope we succeed in doing on every single show. So as I get tongue-tied, let's start the Rundown with Ramon. Do you know what I had for the first time yesterday? The first time yesterday depends, of course, on when you're watching this show. But for the first time yesterday, I had some mochi or mochi donuts. These are like Korean donuts with kind of a chewy filling. I personally did not a filling, but a chewy dough. I personally didn't like them. I'm not a mochi donut guy, but they look so amazing, Instagrammable, and my wife likes them. I'm sure millions of people like them. But it was good to have that experience. My first mochi donut. So again, everybody, welcome to a brand new edition of the Rundown with Ramon. And you know what? Let's start that edition right now. Ding, 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 ding. How to master business growth on a shoestring budget. How can you do this? How do you grow? How do you get to the next level? How do you reach more customers, reach more of the right customers, do more conversions? Marketing has a lot of different parts to it on a shoestring budget. Sean Kim says money helps, but it's not the only avenue. Your creativity is, in fact, your biggest asset for how creative you're going to be. Attaining business growth on a shoestring budget can be a daunting task. The recent changes in the industry have been a steady growth in independent film studios, which are beginning to take a slice of the pie as well. Working on a shoestring budget requires exactitude because smaller budgets can afford fewer mistakes. Exploration and education are tools that enable a dreamer to immerse themselves in the rhythm of their dream before investing directly in it. Whether you choose the self-funding route or you choose to raise capital, the benefit of hands-on experience in your industry of choice cannot be overstated. So how do you start a business? How do you use a shoestring budget? One is take advantage of available innovation. Here, reading from our friends at Inc., talking about over the past 2 decades, streaming has gradually risen. So there's innovation happening all over the place if you want to market on a budget. And here they're talking, it seems to be, to those who are producing indie films. How do you market a movie? They're talking about here on a budget. But I think this can go for other areas too, not just indie films. Distribution is king, and it doesn't have to be expensive. The marketing budget often has one of the largest numbers of zeros assigned to it for a reason. Everything done in-house is for consumption by those outside. And a brilliant idea is useless if no one experiences. So what are some things you can do to market your business on a budget? How do you do this? How do you market your business on a budget? Number one, Understand who your customer is. Number two, leverage the power of social media content by posting regularly and serving their needs. Number three, measuring what works and doing more of what works, stopping what doesn't work. And number four, listen to what the customer wants and give them more of it. Yes, you can do advertising, which is great, which does work. And if you want to expand your business, advertising works. But maybe first, do some organic marketing, get some quick wins, and then grow from there. Again, my name is Ramon Ray. This is The Morning, The Rundown with Ramon. Dr. Tajiri, glad you're here today. Thanks for being with us on The Rundown with Ramon. Always love having you and your smile with us on The Rundown with Ramon. Let's keep moving on. Marketing on a budget does not have to be expensive, but it takes creativity, it takes thinking outside of the box, and it takes moving things forward. Stay day by day by day. Ding, 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 ding. 6 women business owners share the moment they knew they've made it. They knew they made it. Our friends at Fast Company are writing this. Aurea Sanabria Molea, Flower Bodega is her business. Flower Bodega partnering with American Express to highlight small business and the refreshed U.S. business card. She spoke with Fast Company about her journey in business. She worked in the event production industry for years, and during an event installation in Miami, she was able to assist the florist, and she fell in love with the process. She signed up for classes, and away she went. She officially launched Flower Bodega in 2018, but in 2019, it was no longer sustainable to work a full-time job in Moonlight, so she left and did Flower Bodega full-time. And it goes from there. Having spent a lot of after-school afternoons in Times Square, finally she saw that she was featured in a billboard in Times Square, knew that she had made it. Janie Deegan created Janie's life-changing baked goods in 2015. The 36-year-old inspired people everywhere with her uplifting story. What inspired her? Baking was an outlet for me on the other side of her struggles. So what was the moment you felt you'd made it, and how did you celebrate? When she first opened her physical storefront store in the Upper West Side, she knew she'd made it. She was mopping her floor and said, "This is my mop, my floor, my wall that I painted, my speaker playing music." Eliza Farrell, Joy Street. No one understands the issues that come with baby clothing better than moms. 37-year-old Eliza decided to launch her own business in 2020. Joy Street Business creates onesies and pajamas that are not only cute, but incredibly functional and more. I was looking for a baby gift I couldn't find, and that's what gave the catalyst for her to start her business. The moment she felt she made it, every time I see Joy Street in the wild, whether it's spotting a kiddo in Dallas wearing one of her clothes or more, she knows and she feels she's made it. I can go on with those who feel they've made it. Amber Donald is here. Good day to you, Amber Donald. Thanks for joining me here. Eric Gordon, glad you're here today. Thanks for joining me on The Rundown with Ramon. Deborah Williams, glad you're here. And I'm curious, put in the chat, put in the description there, how do you know you made it? How did you get that feeling that you made it? I know for me, don't know if I've ever thought of that way to know that I've made it. But I must say, doing a show like The Rundown with Ramon, maybe I've made it in some way, but I have so much more to go as I build my business and impact others so much more. But I think there is that feeling, and somehow if I've made it, if I've arrived, and happy about that. But I think that feeling of you made it means, you pushed on. It doesn't mean you stop. I don't think any of these women feel that way. I think they feel that, a sense of accomplishment. Iana of the musical web is here. Hey, Iana, glad you're here today. Iana, I'm curious about you. When have you felt you've made it? If you've ever had that feeling, Iana or Deborah or Amber or Eric or Dr. Tajiri, have any of you ever felt that you've made it? I know I felt that a few times. I can remember when Gary Vaynerchuk invited me to host VCon. That was a great feeling, but I didn't feel really I made it. It felt great when Seth Godin invited me to work on him with a project. That felt great. Not sure if I felt I made it. When USA Today asked me to produce a show for them, that was a good feeling, but I didn't feel really I made it. Again, because I have so much more to go. But I think I feel I've made it when I hit some revenue numbers. That's probably when I'll feel I've made it. Everybody, my name is Ramon Ray. This is The Rundown with Ramon. All we do is one thing and one thing alone: help you live your best life or start or grow your business. This is what we're here. This is what we do at The Rundown with Ramon. And all I ask of you, if you're enjoying the show, if you're liking the show, take a screenshot, take a selfie, click share, let others know you're watching The Rundown with Ramon. Iana's chiming in here. Love this, Iana. Thank you. There are a few milestones. My last time I made it was when my biz hit first six figures. I love this, Ayanna. Yes, those numbers. And for me, it's a numbers issue as well. Amber says, being interviewed for the Convo series, win and losses at TSP Game Plan 2024. Come on, Amber, let's go. That's a market distinction as well when somebody else validates who you are. For sure. Moving forward here, ding, 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 ding. 3 keys to ensuring your technology scales with your business. Technology is an important part of business success for sure. But if you buy technology that cannot grow with you, that cannot scale with you, that is no bueno. That is no good at all. So how do you make sure this happens? Navigating the strategic landscape of scaling technology, ensuring that as you grow, as you go from 10 customers to 100 customers to 10,000 customers, or whatever the scale may be for you, will the technology used today work for you? Optimizing performance and flexibility for growth. Many of these things are big company problems, but us smaller businesses are important too. So let's dive into this. What are 3 key things to think about? In the quest for scalability, the key lies in data-driven decision-making. Chart your course with data-driven goals. Boost productivity through automation. Automation is absolutely important part of scaling your business. You don't have to do things manually. You can use the power of automation. And number 3, prioritize the customer journey. Understanding what the customer wants and being able to serve them. Ayanna, the Musical Web, she helps people learn piano, and I'm guessing other instruments. Could be the same for Amber, could be the same for Deborah, could be the same for others here. And by the way, those of you who are joining me, feel free to put a little bit about what you do, who you serve, space or dash, and then a link to what you do so we can share that out with others. Love it. See what Dr. Jerry says. I don't think I've really thought about the measurement of having made it. There's a monetary aspect, but that's not the final for me. Love that, Dr. Tajiri, indeed. Understanding if we've made it, how we've made it. And for some of us, maybe it's not a finality that because we're going to keep going. We love business. We love entrepreneurship. We want to grow bigger and bigger and bigger. But I think some of those markers besides money, and I do think money is an important marker, that recurring revenue number, that number to pay ourselves and pay ourselves well, that number to give back to our community, that number to give our family things maybe they didn't have, that's a sense of well-being, but I don't know if we're ever going to be done and finished. I don't know. But I think that sense of being able to take off for a week, being able to take your family on an amazing vacation they normally couldn't have done on their own, those are some senses of well-beings indeed as well. Everybody, my name is Ramon Ray. This is the Rundown with Ramon, helping you live your best life, start or grow your business. Glad you're here today. We talked about technology and scaling it. I want to touch on right now 14 must-try AI social media content tools that you can try. AI is a powerful way to help you suggest new content ideas, create an enhanced visual, suggest trending and relevant content, translate content into multiple languages, analyze engagement metrics, monitor competitors, schedule and automate posts, and more. At a glance, the 15 best social AI content tools. I'll go over that. And before I do that, love it, Dr. Tajiri's here, sharing out what she does, leadership and development. You can see her at drtajiri.com. Leadership and development is so important for sure. So what are some of those AI tools that we can use? Looking here at Buffer. One, Buffer's AI assistant for endless post variations, content repurposing, and more. Narrato AI Content Genie for social media and blog content on autopilot. HubSpot AI social media caption generator. Mentionlytics for monitoring conversations in real time. Meltwater for capturing every brand mentioned across social. Predicy.ai for granular analysis of best and worst performing competitor content on social. Rival IQ for deep competitor analytics to make better social media content decisions. Unmetric for competitive benchmarking to improve your social strategy. Canva for creating social media graphics with ease. Let's Enhance for AI-powered image enhancement. Pictory for creating AI-generated videos for social. Supermeme for turning text into memes. And PicSart for generating high-quality GIFs. Kapwong AI meme generator. I've used Kapwong for video editing, and it's great. If you want these resources, just go to buffer.com/resources and then look up AI social media content creation. But listen, you don't have to do things manually. You don't have to do things the hard way. There's a number of tools that are cropping up that'll help you do things easier. Love it, Dr. Tajiri. That's what I'm here for. There are some I haven't heard of. Good. That's what the rundown with Ramon is for. Love it. Amber's chiming in here, jumping in. Tracking data appropriately in settings, financial goals is the goals for 2025. Love it. Tracking data and setting financial goals. Actually developing a customer journey is my next step. Love it, love it, love it, Amber. Love it, love it, love it. Everybody, again, welcome to a brand new edition of the Rundown with Ramon. We just talked about some tools you can use for better content management. Buffer listed 15 or 14. Kapwong, PixArt, Super Meme, Pictory, Let's Enhance, Canva, Unmetric, Rival IQ, Predis.ai, Predis.ai, Meltwater, Mentionlytics, HubSpot has some cool social media content generation, Narrato, AI Content Genie, and Buffer's AI Assistant is there to help indeed. Thank you, Dr. Jerry, putting that up there. Love that, love that, love that. Let's see. Yeah, I accidentally, I think, took away Dr. Tajiri's thingamajig there by accident. Sorry about that. All right, let me get back on track. Welcome to a brand new edition of the Rundown with Ramon. My name is Ramon Ray. Ding, 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 ding. Let's keep moving on here. Wealth is beyond money. What does wealth mean to you? Hey, Deanna Lambert's glad you're here. Wealth is important. Wealth is something we think about, but what does wealth mean to you? And what doesn't it mean to you? Wealth is important. Sometimes I think it's something we need to think about more, in my humble opinion. What does wealth mean to you? What does wealth not mean to you? Looking at here from our friends at Brains, Nicole writes, wealth is beyond money. We each get to define what wealth means to us. The meaning and concept of wealth is personal. As a society, we do not talk about what wealth means to us. There's an assumption that wealth is defined as financial wealth, but wealth is beyond money. This is a concept, and she goes on and she empowers her clients and more. Wealth is beyond material possession. There's a wealth mindset that we can choose to have. There's the authentic connection is wealth. Having wealth, healthy, meaningful relationships is part of wealth, inner peace that you may have. What about time and freedom to have wealth you want? Reflecting on the wealth in your life that you can choose to have or not have. This is the question, the choice that we all get to make. How do we want to have wealth or not? How do we choose to show up? How do we choose to serve other people or not? This is the choice we all get to make every single day. And my question to you is, will you choose to accept that or will you choose to not? But wealth is something that we can all choose to how we show up. And it's beyond the money. Alexandra Nicole, glad you're here. It's absolutely beyond just the money. But do we have inner peace? Do we have mental peace? Wealth with our friendships beyond just the money of the day today. Again, welcome to Deanna Lambert's. Glad you're here today. Welcome, Amber Donald. Glad you're here today. Coming soon, 30 days, Unite Mobility Network. Love it. Special needs AI consultant, enhance the lifestyle of those who are differently abled by educating educators to update their skills. Love it, love it, love it. This is what we do in the Rundown with Ramon, adding value and help to all. Moving forward, ding, 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 a brand new day on the Rundown with Ramon. Wealth is beyond money. It's also that mental health and personal wealth that we can do. A question for you, more of a political question. As we use AI in our marketing, should we shout it out and let people know, or is it something we can keep to ourselves? What do you say? I'm curious. Is the AI that we're using something we have to shout out and tell people how we're doing and what we're doing, or not? I think it's a personal decision. I don't think I have to shout out that I have an editorial team. I don't think I have to shout out that I can say, hey, some of my team members may write for my name and do a blog post in my name. That happens all the time. It's my thought. I may prompt them what to do it. But we're so busy, you can have a team who can write for you. You think Oprah Winfrey types and writes every article she does? So I think, do I have to disclose how I'm using AI? Say this is an AI image generated versus this is an actual photo? I don't know. The jury's out on that. But how would I feel? Let me think. How would I feel if I saw an advertisement from Amber Donald and she had, photos in there of the children or the adults she was helping, and it was AI generated? Now, I do think there's something where they have the disclosure. These are not our real clients. These are actors. Got it. on TV. But I think in today's date, we're used to stock photo. We're used to an image representing something. So I personally don't need to know that it was an AI generated or that it was downloaded from Canva as a stock photo. Doesn't matter to me, but I'm curious what you think. Is it okay to leverage the power of AI but not disclose that we're using it? I think it's fine if we feel good and we feel authentic about it. When it gets to something you may be doing that's slimy or dishonest, then I think it's something we should not do. But I think if we're doing something that's not bad, doing something where we don't feel slimy about it, I don't think we have to disclose it. I don't like even the question, should we disclose or not disclose? Do I disclose that I'm sitting here in a studio in the vacation capital of the world? No. So I think the things we have to disclose are things that we feel dishonest about. Things we have to disclose are things we don't feel good about. Things we have to disclose are things that we think could be potentially deceptive. But AI is in our common vernacular of the day, so I don't think we have to disclose it. Everybody, my name is Ramon Ray. This is the Rundown with Ramon. We're getting to all the business today. Some brands, though, it says here, Dove tells us it won't use AI. Dove, the beauty brand celebrating 20 years of its campaign for real beauty, pledged it would never use AI in visual communication to portray real people. I think that's great, meaning they'll never have fake images of fake people and saying this is real. That would be inauthentic, and I get that. Brandtech says it's all in on AI. Now, Brandtech Group, a conglomerate ad agency, is going the other way. It's going all in and telling everybody it's going to use AI everywhere it can. The only thing I think that's not good is when you're making a false claim. Ayanna, the musical web, she has an AI person playing a piano. Then Ayanna says, hey, I taught this person to play piano. Ayanna would never do that. That's a lie. That you shouldn't do. But to give a visual example of just playing piano and having beautiful music, I think that's fine. Love it. Deanna Lambert's here. I'm adding a B to Lambert's. It's Lambert's. Deanna Lambert's just saying it depends. Yes, agree with you. If it's ethical, if we have to, then we should have to reveal all the other tricks as well. Deanna, that's exactly right. And Dr. Tajiri, just so you know, I actually hit the wrong button here and can't put your awesome shares on here because I hit the wrong button. So apologize, but please be here for the next Rundown with Ramon. That should clear that up. So that's my take on AI. Listen, you disclose what's unethical. You disclose if it feels not good. Disclose if it's not right. But hey, if we had to disclose everything we did in our marketing, wow, we wouldn't be able to market. We'd be disclosing all day. Disclosation factory. And we definitely don't need that. My name is Ramon Ray. This is the Rundown with Ramon. Glad you're here today in a brand new edition. Health is more than nutrition and fitness alone. Heather writes, in the never-ending quest to be healthy and feel our best, it's easy to get caught up in the latest diet and exercise trends. While nutrition and fitness are undeniably an integral part of a healthy lifestyle, they are only a piece of the puzzle. The holistic approach to health, holistic health, is about taking care of the whole person, our physical, mental, and spiritual and social selves. Nutrition and fitness, a solid foundation, healthy eating, and regular physical activity are the cornerstones of a healthy lifestyle. Mental health, balance is key. Mental health is important as well, not just what we eat. Social well-being is important as well. The human connection is important. Holistic health and practice, eat mindfully, mix up your fitness, manage stress, prioritize sleep, stay connected. So yes, going to the gym, eating healthy, and all those things are important. But true health is beyond that. I love that Amber says, if you're teaching a class about AI, it's ethically responsible to tell your clients you're serving. Absolutely. Going to do a deviation here. I bought this little a new heater for my office. It's so cool. I have a remote. Normally, I'd have to sit in the heat if it was too hot. But guess what? I can take my remote and lower the temperature and have the temperature perfect what I want. I just thought that was cool. And that's another. So I was debating online whether I should get a heater that had a remote control. I didn't want to feel lazy. I didn't want to feel that I was using too much technology. But I'm like, if I'm in studio, if I'm in live, if I'm sharing with people, is that okay to buy a $30, whatever, 40, 50, I can't remember what it was, heater that has a nice little remote on it that I can operate here and I can be comfortable while I'm serving you and not move or not wait until my show's over. And so I'm glad this is a perfect example of simple technology, but I lower the temperature of the heater in my office and It's cooling down now. So I thought to just share that with you. Everybody, my name is Ramon Ray. This is the Rundown with Ramon, an eclectic mix of show we have today. 9 virtual networking strategies you can use to network better. Let me quickly go through that as we get ready to land the plane on the Rundown with Ramon. Actively participate, research contact lists ahead of time, focus on the post meetup, quality over quantity, attend webinars, contribute to niche communities, find the right platforms and channels, thoughtful comments on content, publish thought leadership articles. This is how we do it. If you want to network, publish, be thoughtful in your comments, find the right platforms, contribute on communities, attend webinars, quality over content, focus on the post meetup, research contact list, and actively participate if you want to network and get ahead the right way. Final, we'll end on this. And thank you all for being here. The Rundown with Ramon. Dr. Tajiri, glad you're here. Deanna, glad you're here. Amber, glad you're here. Ayanna, glad you're here. Alexandria, Nicole, Deborah's here, and many others are here. Eric, glad you're here today. Last point, we're going to talk about this from our friends at Fast Company, how you can be vulnerable on social media without giving too much information. You have to be vulnerable is important. It connects other people to you. But you don't have to give things that make people feel too uncomfortable. And you don't have to feel that you have to share every little bit about your personal story just for the sake of shock of value. But if it's authentic, if it's appropriate, you can share with people to let them know you're human, to let them know that you identify with them. As I've shared my own journey of my struggles with depression, I've shared my own journey. Self-harm. I've shared it not for shock, positive way, been able to share with people, hey, here's what I've gone through, and there's hope for you too. So if you're enjoying this content, talking about vulnerability, AI, and health and more, check us out at zoneofgenius.com, zoneofgenius.com, sign up for our email newsletter. And I encourage you to ask yourself today, what do you really, really, really want in life and in business? Ask yourself that question. In fact, even, do you want to be in business or not? This is not Shark Tank. Not a commercial break. No redo. This is real life. I'm curious, are you hungry enough to get to where you want to be in life and in business? Are you hungry enough for that? Because if you're not, it's going to be hard to be an entrepreneur, hard to be in business. But I encourage you to ask yourself that question. Is your pricing competitive enough? And find out, what do you do best? Everybody, my name is Ramon Ray, and this is a brand new edition of the Rundown with Ramon. I'm glad you're here today. Thanks for taking the time to be here today. Alexandra, Nicole, thank you for showing up. Thanks for always being a person who's adding value and being here. I'm glad you're excited about opportunities. Amber, Donald, thanks for sharing today. Thanks for being here. The Rundown with Ramon. Technology enhances life so much. Thank you. Glad y'all are here. And I'll see you in the next edition of the Rundown with Ramon. Go out and make a difference in the day. Go out and tell somebody you appreciate them. Tell somebody they matter, because I'm letting you know you matter to me. Thanks for showing up. Thanks for being here. Be blessed and have an amazing, amazing day. Take care. Be blessed.